Hey guys, got Liz here, got Mikey here. Thanks for jumping in. We're going to talk about Wednesday's workout right now. We've got 3 pieces, starting with that warm-up. We're going to be doing about 8 minutes of this, guys, just flowing, okay, going on the coach's cadence, if you will, about 30 seconds per movement. Our first movement is the world's greatest stretch, as demoed by Liz. You're going to inchworm your hands out. In this position, one leg's going to come up. You're going to reach up towards that knee, reach to the ceiling, okay, and then open up into a lunge, reaching overhead. That's one side. You're going to hit the same thing on the other side. Drop the elbow, rotate up to the ceiling, and then open up to a lunge. And then you're going to walk your hands back. That's 1 rep. We're going to be flowing through that for about 30 seconds, guys. Our second movement in the warm-up is an opposite quadruped hold. So about a bear crawl position, okay, knees are a few inches off the floor, and then from there, opposite limbs come off the ground, so you're actively pushing through that hand that remains on the floor, trying to keep that midline tight, trying to keep your trunk moving whatsoever, all right? Third movement, grabbing a light weight, again, backpack, kitten, maybe a puppy, whatever you have available. We're gonna go into a single leg RDL into a row. Fantastic. Standing up after that row. So, whichever foot is planted on the floor, that opposite hand is holding the kettlebell or that load. You're going to hinge into that best position you can and then perform a row. Again, about 30 seconds per movement. We're going to be flowing through this as a group for about 8 minutes. That's your warm-up, okay? Our first piece, guys, we've got a 12-minute EMOM, some strength, some single leg work, but also we're going to get that heart rate elevated. So 12 minutes on the clock, alternating between a goblet shrimp squat and then a plank pull through. So minute 1, goblet shrimp squat, minute 2, plank pull through. We're going to do 45 seconds of work and then 15 seconds of rest within that minute. First movement, goblet shrimp squat. Ideally, unweighted, really test that ankle mobility, tapping your back into the floor, standing all the way up. You are going to be alternating feet during that 45 seconds of work. Okay, if that is too difficult, you can grab yourself a pile of clothes or a couple pillows. You can drop that back knee to that level. It's going to decrease the range of motion a bit, make it a bit easier. Nice, Liz. All good. Okay. Then our third option for that, if you need a bit more help for tight hips, tight ankles, we can use a counterbalance. So again, kettlebell, backpack, kitten, small child, holding on to your goblet position, guys. That's going to counterbalance your hips a bit. That's your first movement. Second movement is a plank pull through. So high plank position, grabbing a heavy textbook, your kettlebell, your dumbbell, you're reaching across your torso, pulling that weight to the other side. Try to minimize any movement through that trunk, squeeze your quads, squeeze your butt. Plank pull through for 45 seconds, and relax, Liz. That is our first piece, guys, 12 minutes, alternating between those 2 movements. Again, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Conditioning piece today, guys, part 2. We got 15-minute AMRAP, some high rep movements here, trying to get that blood pumping, but sustain that effort for 15 minutes. First movement is 20 kickouts. So starting that bear crawl position again, rotating and dropping your hips to the floor, open up your chest and your shoulders to the ceiling. Alternating back and forth, guys, staying really active through that down arm. Try to drop that hip to the floor. As you get more comfortable with this, try to pick up the speed, aim for all 20 reps. Okay, try to go unbroken on those movements. Next movement, 40 Russian twists. Using that dumbbell or that kettlebell or a bucket of rocks. We can even go unweighted for this. Heels are off the floor, shoulders are off the ground. Okay, rotating from side to side. Try to get that good range of motion, guys. You got 40 total. That's 20 per side. Pretty fast pace on those movements. Okay, last movement, 20 UFC squats. Working some hip mobility, getting some blood pumping in your quads. Good posture, starting your knees, going up to that squat position, but do not stand up. You're keeping constant tension in your legs during this movement. UFC squats for 20 reps. So, 15-minute AMRAP, 20 kickouts, 40 Russian twists, 20 UFC squats, guys. 15 minutes, high reps, fast pace. Let's get sweaty. Thanks, Liz.